Irish boy band Westlife has announced that Brian McFadden is quitting. But Nicky, Kian, Shane and Mark say they're not splitting up and it's business as usual for the band. Since 1999, Westlife have had 13 #1 singles, 11 of them going straight in at the top of the charts.
Come on, let's let go with it, please.
Spread it with me. Doggers wanted some photographs, huh? How's Davey, alright? Hey, Dave.
Too bad.
Okay, before we start this, can everybody just say which publication or which news agency they're from before they ask the question? I think we're going to start off, hopefully Brian will say a few words. We'll just get a few questions and answers there, and then we'll move on to everything else. So, first question, please. Is that Joe Mott at the front from the Star?
Joe Mott, Daily Star. How you doing?
Can you explain your decision to leave? Was it anything to do with the other lads at all?
Okay, we were waiting for that question, and absolutely nothing to do with the four guys. They're my four best friends in the world, and you know we've done so much over the last 6 years, the five of us, and we're a family, and there's absolutely, it's kind of told everyone about this. It's got absolutely nothing to do with the guys. It's completely got to do with me, and basically, you know, it's very, very hard to kind of juggle two lives when you've got a family, and you know, being in a band like Westlife, it is a huge commitment. And to be honest, for the last year especially, and especially since Lily was born, I haven't really been able to commit 100% to Westlife, and I haven't been able to commit 100% to my family. So I kind of felt it was unfair on both, and I just felt it was the right time for me to kind of stand back. I mean, I'm kind of sad about it because, you know, we just after hearing some of the new songs we're going to be doing, well, we're supposed to be doing, sorry, on the new album, and they're just amazing. They're probably better than our old stuff. So, and our tour as well, obviously, is going to be huge. But I just felt it was the right time for me to kind of concentrate on my family and other things in my life as well.
Ryan, when did you break the news to the rest of the band?
We spoke about, I think, about 5 days ago.
Brian, I
Hey.
can't believe this is the last we've seen of you. What can we expect next? A solo career, TV perhaps?
To be honest with you, for now anyway, I just want to kind of concentrate on my family and being at home as much as I can, and I suppose the future. We'll wait and see what happens.
Next question, Sean from the Sun over there with the pen raised.
Hi there. I just wondered what day exactly you took the decision, and was it with discussion with Kerry, and what did you think about it?
Well, it's been in my mind for about 6 months, and it's, you know, it's gradually just I've been, you know, thinking it through, and I kind of only approached the lads, I think it was just after the Media Awards in Ireland, and it's when we initially sat down and talked about it, and we've been meeting all week, and the decision was obviously made in the last couple of days.
They try and persuade you not to leave?
But no, to be honest with you, the guys want me to be happy, and you know, because we are very, very close, and our family is very important to us all as well, and they understand that there's no point in me, you know, being in a band if I'm not happy, if I'm missing my family and stuff like that. So, you know, and we love each other, so they think they respected my decision, and they just want me to be happy, and I love them for that.
Brian, David Levels from Sky News.
Hello, mate.
Has Kerry's recent success played any part in this decision?
Absolutely not.
Dennis Boyd from the BBC, can I just ask the rest of the band, they've had a very cheerful female fan that they gigs at a hotel, and they said the band wouldn't be the same without Brian. You're happy to carry all the support?
Yeah, obviously, I mean, that goes without saying. I mean, the band is not going to be the same with any one of us. And, I mean, you know, we look at a lot of the press today, and it's, you know, it's all, you know, Westlife is at the end and stuff like that. And, I mean, as Brian said himself, you know, we just want Brian to be happy. We want all the members of the band to be happy. But we're still a band. And you know, we feel we've a lot of unfinished business to do it yet, and who knows, you know, if you look at anybody else, Spice Girls, take that, you know, it didn't last, but we're here to tell everybody that, you know, we want it to last, and unfortunately it's not in the hands of us, it's in the hands of all of our fans. And at this moment, you know, I mean, we would just hope that all of our fans stay with us, you know, we need the support now more than ever. Forget number ones, forget everything else. We need the support right now, and so does Brian. And you know, we'll just work from there. You know, the media, you know, can't decide whether we're going to stay around or not. You know, we will follow through with our tour, upcoming tour, and we start in Belfast on the 29th. We're looking forward to it, and we work from there. You know, we're due to make a new album, and we'll do that. And as you said, it's not going to be the same now, Brian. Of course, it's not. But we'll keep it going.
Can we just have a couple of questions for Brian, and then Kian's going to read out a statement or a letter on behalf of the band, and then we'll get into a general Q&A. So any last couple for Brian? Eva from the mirror up there.
Brian, have you got any TV projects lined up?
No, to be honest with you, I have absolutely nothing lined up, not musically, not TV, nothing. I think the most important thing to do, first of all, was to kind of, you know, settle this up with Westlife, and you know, the future is, I'm not even going to think about what I'm going to do for a long time.
So are you finishing today, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you thinking about working with Kerry?
No. Kerry's got a prosperous career in TV, so I'll
Last couple of questions. Joe Mott's just got one here, and this lady here. Then.
Well, I've heard all sorts of positives about you going. There must be a few negatives. What are the main ones that turn you on?
The negatives? Well, obviously, a lot of things, for the last 6 months when I've been thinking about it, obviously I'm going to miss being in Westlife, because it's been, you know, it's been amazing, and we've had so much success, and I've enjoyed it so much that I'm going to really miss that. And obviously the main thing I'm going to miss is the other four guys. You know, they are my best friends, and you know, as we're still going to be obviously, you know, best friends, but you know, they're going to be touring all over the world, and I'm just going to miss seeing them.
Brian McFadden, Coxall TV Radio. Are you going to become a house husband and maybe Kerry take on your commitment?
Yeah, for the time being, yes.
All right. Very last.
I can't do housework.
Very last question. This gentleman in red, then Kian is going to read out a statement or a letter on behalf of the band.
Brian, you know, it's like the Beatles splitting up. The media here is huge. I want to ask you, you're doing a Robbie Williams, really, aren't you? You're trying to break away when the time is right.
No, I think when Robbie Williams left, it's because he didn't like the other people in the band. And the other people in the band didn't want him in the band. I'm leaving because I've got a family, I've got a wife, got 2 children, and you know, I need to spend more time with them. And we all still get on, you know, better than we ever have. So it's not a Robbie Williams.
Thank you very much. Now, Kian's going to read a letter on behalf of the band. Brian, I don't know if you're going to
Thank you.
leave us, so thanks for that.
I'd like to stand up so I can see Brian. Oh, hold on, Brian, we got to read this for you first.
Go listen.
Yeah. Sorry. We'd like to start off by thanking you, Brian, for the dedication and devoting the last 6 years of your life to us, Westlife. We've enjoyed some unbelievable times with you throughout the years, and always hold you and them very close to our hearts. Excuse me. The last 5 days have been a huge strain on all of us, and only us 5 in Newey will ever understand that. We have enjoyed so many times with you on the road. We've shared laughter, tears, success, weddings and babies, but most of all, we've shared our dreams. Although we wish very much so that things could be different, we understand and respect your decision. We wish you, Kerry, Molly and Lily all the very best in your career and family life in the future. And for one last time, Brian, from the bottom of our hearts, we love you.
Right. Okay. Some questions and answers now.
Would you be a question now? And Kian's going to be a solo attempt to carry on as a foursome.
Yeah.
At any point you'll be looking for a fifth member again, auditions?
No, definitely not. Westlife are now a foursome from today onwards, and that's it.
Nicky, who's working on your duets album apart from Lionel Richie?
We're not obviously going to give away some of our big names, but we've got a lot of US artists, top US A-list artists. We've got a lot of people in the pipeline, a lot of people we would love to work with. She could be.
She is, yeah.
There you go, she is.
Don't tell anybody.
There's loads of people, you know, we want to make this album. I mean, even before obviously Brian had departed, we wanted to make this album our best. That's why we look at every album, approach every album. And there's plenty of people in the pipeline, you know, everybody, you know, from you know, recent artists and day-to-day artists like, you know, Daniel Bedingfield to absolute legends like Lionel Richie and Diana Ross. It's going to be great.
Maybe Donna Summer, maybe Stevie Wonder. Lots of people, Gladys Knight, loads of people, legends. Legends with legends.
Who's going to replace Brian's bits in the songs on the new tour?
Well, to be honest, obviously this has come as a complete shock to us. We haven't really, we've just decided that over the weekend. It's obviously going to be shared out, whichever suits each part the best, and then obviously bits will be equally shared out, whichever suits the song the best. That's what will happen.
Kian, was there ever any question that you might not carry on as a band? Did you ever question mind?
Personally, no, and I think for everybody sitting at this table, certainly not. I think, you know, as we said, we're very, very sad about Brian's decision, but we have to sit here and we have to struggle on. You know, we have to get up there, and we've got a mountain to climb now, and we're going to get to the top of that mountain, no matter what anybody says to us, because we are devoted our lives to this band. This is our passion. This isn't about, you know, kind of, you know, anything about but passion. We love this band so much, and all we ever want to do is continue it. And you know, as Nicky said earlier on, we hope to God that the fans stay beside us 100%. We're going to get in that stage in Belfast on the 29th of March, and we're going to prove to everybody that we can do this. That we can do this. We can get up there and we can show the audience a very, very good, enjoyable time.
Realistically, it's the fans. I mean, let's be honest with it. It's the fans who are going to decide, who are going to determine their fate. You know, it's not in anybody's hands. I said it's not the media, it's not ours. We'll do our best, and I'm sure you'll do your best or we'll do your worst, whatever. But you know, we'll just it's up to the fans. If they want us, and you know, and they feel we're still as good or you know better or whatever, you know, or worse, you know, it's up to them. If we're still here in a year, you know, great, and we'll keep continuing from then on.
Where were you when he told you that he wanted to leave, and what was your immediate reaction?
We actually had a day of rehearsals. We actually had a day of rehearsals with Brian here in Dublin, and we kind of said after we had the discussion at the media awards, we kind of said to him that, you know, maybe we should get together and sit down and you know, talk about how everybody feels, and you know, see how you feel, see you know, where it's going wrong for you. And to be honest with you, we weren't sure what to expect, and you know, he came over to see us where we were staying, and we sat there till like 3 o'clock in the morning discussing it, you know, and it was a very, very hard time for all of us. I think for Brian as well. I mean, excuse me, you can see that, you know, he's genuine when he says that, you know, he just needs to be with his family. I mean, I'm sure everybody's speculating the fact that he's going to go off and do what he wants to do. And you know, we wish Brian 100% success with anything he ever does in his life, because he is still he's a brother to us, and he always will be a brother to us. You know, we spent the last 6 years of our lives on the road together, very, very close to him, and you know, we wish him all the success in the world. You know, we can never say a bad word about the boy. You know, he's an absolute gentleman, he's an absolute star, and he deserves all the happiness in the world.
But were there tears when he told you that?
Of course.
Obviously, yeah. It was a complete shock to us, as we said. We knew there was something wrong with him. We knew he wasn't happy for the last kind of maybe month or so or whatever. And it was a shock, and it was very sad. Of course, it would be after. It's like a marriage. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, breaking up with a girl after 6 years. It's going to be hard no matter what way you look at it. But again, as Kian said,
we never even got to sleep together.
Yeah. But you know, as Kian said as well, we're going to go on. We're going to be Westlife. We are now Westlife as a 4-piece, and we're going to be successful. And it's going to be hard. And it's going to be weird for the first few weeks or first few months. But we have a job to do, and we have fans out there who do want Westlife to stick together. And I think we have a job as a band to stay successful, because there's a lot of people out there who want that. So we'll try our best to do that.
Do you realise how much of an uphill struggle that would be in terms of the fact that the Spice Girls take that? Countless boy bands have gone fizzled out immediately after.
I know.
We're not the Spice Girls.
We're not the Spice Girls, and we're not take that. I think we've defied all the odds as it is as a band. We've gone past our greatest hits. We've got more number ones than most of the bands. We've done everything that the press and media said we'd never do, and I feel now we're going to do everything that we say we're going to do as well. It's going to be a bit weird.
I think emotionally it's going to be hard. I think for the 4 of us to stand on the stage as a 4-piece, you know, is going to be emotionally quite hard. But I think also for the 4 of us, you know, I think for the 4 of us, we're going to get up there, and for, you know, to prove that we can do it, we're going to put so much time, so much effort into this tour that, you know, anybody that's ever seen a Westlife show before, we guarantee you this is going to be the best one. You know, unfortunately, it would be the best one if Brian was here, but you know, unfortunately now that's happened, and we're going to make it the best one.
It's funny as well because I mean, if you look at maybe take that, I mean, Robbie quit probably at a similar time, you know, just in tour rehearsal. But Robbie, you know, it was sacked. You know, there was bad blood there between him and the band. And I mean, just before we came out here, we were talking to Brian about the first show, and he was like, he can't wait to drive up to Belfast and to sit up in one of the boxes and watch us. Well, yeah, I suppose so. We'll have to get him a free pass. But no, definitely, and that's the way and that's the way we are. You know, and it really is about Brian just not being happy, not being himself. You know, when that question was asked, yes, we did try and ask him to stay. We did everything we could. We've had meetings at my house for the last 5 days in Dublin. You know, with Louis, with everybody, just sitting down. There's been tears. There's been every emotion you could probably even imagine. And you know, we tried our best, and you know, we wish him all the best. We respect his decision 100%, and we wish it could be different. As Kian read out, we wish it could be different, but you know, he's made up his mind, and unfortunately, we've got to make the best of a bad situation now.
Mark, do you have to say about it? You're the quietest today.
Yeah, I mean, for me personally, you know, hopefully we've shown you guys the real truth, which is that we're very happy for Brian. We're very happy the fact that he's going to move on now and be happy in his life. And to be quite honest, I mean, my only fear is that people will start making this into something negative, and they'll start, you know, trying to cause friction between us and Brian, and they'll start writing things like, you know, similar to Jerry and Robbie and all that kind of stuff. Basically, as we said, we absolutely love Brian. This is a very sad day for me and the rest of the lads, and I'm sure Brian's sad himself, and we just hope people can respect that we're going to try and move on from it, and we're doing our tour, and Brian's going to go back and see his kids and his family, and there is no bad blood, and that is not a lie. So we hope you can respect that. And I don't know, I don't really have much else to say in it, if you mean. Everyone's kind of covered every angle. That's my one sort of, you know, that's my one favour of you guys, to just please don't try and make something bad out of something that's not bad.
Louis, what do you think?
It's going to be business as usual with Westlife, and I think they're going to be the biggest boy band in the world, like they always have been.
What attributes do you think Brian brought to the band?
Brian was great fun, he was a great guy, we do love him. We're going to miss him, but it's business as usual with Westlife.
It's going to be hard for you, but it's also going to be hard for the fans and the big.
Of course.
Yeah.
We can only say we're sorry, you know. Like we said, if the people on this stage could turn the decision of what Brian wanted, then we tried, and you know, unfortunately, like Brian said, we respect his decision, we understand his decision. We hope the fans can come and see the four of us. We promised them a fantastic show. We promised them that they're going to get our all 100%, like they always have and like they always will. And you know, like, we're going to go out there, we're going to make great music. As we were talking about the new albums, not only the duets album coming up, but the album after that. You know, we were on the phone to LA last night. We've got people still lining up songs. You know, I mean, we're still here. You know, and we're still going to go strong, no matter what anybody says, no matter what anybody in this room says. You know, the four people and Louis and Brian have made this band what it is today. Now it's up to the four people and Louis and everybody behind us to make it what it's going to be tomorrow.
Well said.
Any more questions? Last one. Sean.
Although it's a sad day, there's a slight feeling of optimism because there's no one left now who's got any doubts, you know.
Yeah, well, I suppose in a way, if there's somebody not happy in the band, or you know, feels they can't put 100% into it anymore, then maybe it is for their sake and for our sake, probably the best decision. And yeah, in a way now, maybe you know, although people might look at it as the end, it might be something as a new beginning. I mean, I think Louis has said it's a new band now. You know, we might as well treat it like we're starting off, treat it like our first single. You know, we are four. And
I've never seen the boys as positive, even though Brian is going. I mean, that's a bad thing, but they're so determined. They're so determined to stay together and have a fantastic tour and make more albums and just be the biggest boy band in the world. That's all we want to be.
You know, we've got Las Vegas lined up for the World Music Awards already. You know, I mean,
we're going to South America.
We've got so much stuff lined up that, you know, it's for the four of us and Louis to sit there and think that it's the wrong thing to do, but continue on and to prove that we can continue on. It just doesn't seem right for us. You know, Westlife is not going to end. It's not.
We're only halfway there, to be honest.
We'll probably get Greatest Hits Volume 3 now.
Hopefully.
Is there any chance that you might take on a replacement for Brian? I mean, Louis, you've
No.
got plenty of leftovers from your style.
They're simply not good enough. There's nobody good enough to actually replace Brian.
Yeah.
I've got 4 great people here. And don't forget, there was only 4 in the Beatles.
You have to remember as well. I mean, obviously it is about the music and it's about the band and it's about pop music or whatever. But for 6 years we've all bonded. We've all got to know each other. We've all got to love each other, and it would be impossible to bring an outsider into that. It's too strong. It would be they'd have too much sort of groundwork to do, too much catching up to do.
What about this guy who left the original line of Derek, the Aces? Any chance of him coming back in?
No, you never know, yeah.
Definitely not.
Right, any last questions?
Is everybody happy?
No, we all got it?
Guys, we want to thank everyone for coming today. I know it was short notice. It was obviously a big thing for us, and for all your support and love. Thank you. We'll see the fans very, very soon.
Thank you very much, all the fans. See you soon. Thank you.
Well, Louis Walsh, the manager of Westlife, joins us now live from Dublin. Hello to you, Louis. Good to talk to you this afternoon here on Sky News. How
Hello,
surprised
Kay
were
Burley.
you?
How are you?
I'm very well. How surprised were you when we heard about what
absolutely-
Brian planned to do?
I was absolutely shocked. I couldn't believe it. I thought he was having me on, Kate. Couldn't believe it. And then we tried to talk him into staying. He just didn't want to stay. His heart wasn't in anymore. So he wants to have time to himself, spend time with Kerry and his babies.
So what
It is
happened? He
sad,
came
but
up to
the
you and
band
he
is
sort
gonna
of said, that's
continue.
it, I'm going to call it a day, or what did he say?
Well, about a week ago he told me, and I just didn't believe him because he's always playing jokes on me anyway. Brian was like that. And then he told the boys, then we had meetings, we tried to talk him out of it because they're very, very close to 5 guys. But he just wants away. He just wants time off. He wants to play football, play with his friends, hang out with his wife.
Mm.
It is a sad day, but
What?
we can't do anything about it.
Yeah. What does it mean to the band?
It means they're losing one of the members. They're losing somebody they really like, they really love, they get on so well. But they are going to continue as a 4-piece.
Will it work?
Yeah, of course it will. They're so positive. Westlife have broken all the rules in pop, don't forget that. They're not just another boy band, they're a great vocal harmony band. They've had lots of #1 records. We've a sellout tour all around the world. So it's business as usual, Kay, as in from today.
Now, he is writing songs, I believe. He's written the Irish entry for the Eurovision Song Contest, and he wants to be part of a duo with his missus.
No, I don't think so. Brian is a great songwriter, and he has written the Eurovision song, but I don't think he's going to sing with Kerry. I don't think Kerry wants to sing anymore.
And if they do decide they want to, will you be their manager?
No, because that'll be conflict of interest, Kay. I'm only going to manage Westlife. I've got a great band. I think I've still got the best boy band in the world.
Is there still room for boy bands, do you think? Or have they sort of reached the end of an era, really, and we should move on and have duets and goodness knows what else?
Westlife are different, Kay. Westlife are the best vocal band that I've ever worked with. And I'm going to keep them
come on,
together,
you
and
would
we're gonna-
say that, wouldn't you?
Of course I would say that, Kay, but they are the best I've ever worked with. We're very, very close. It's not just like people working together. We're like brothers. And we're going to keep it together, and we're going to be big, and we're going to have lots more hit records.
Okay, Louis, we've got the comment that he made just a short time ago, Brian. So let's just listen to what he had to say. Bear with us.
Absolutely nothing to do with the 4 guys. They're my 4 best friends in the world, and we've done so much over the last 6 years, the 5 of us, and we're a family, and it's kind of told everyone about this. It's got absolutely nothing to do with the guys. It's just completely got to do with me, and basically, it's very, very hard to kind of juggle 2 lives when you've got a family, and being in a band like Westlife, it is a huge commitment. And to be honest, for the last year especially since Lily was born, I haven't really been able to commit 100% to Westlife, and I haven't been able to commit 100% to my family. So I kind of felt it was unfair on both, and I just felt it was the right time for me to kind of stand back.
So there. Louis, he's only 23. He's a bit young to be throwing in the towel. Will he be able to afford to look after a young family?
Brian is a great talent, Kay. He's a great guy. He's great fun. He'll always be an entertainer. Always, 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 I mean, the boys got very emotional at the press conference. I think Kian was crying. He read out a really, really nice note he wrote upstairs to him. And all the boys are very sad. But it's what Brian wants to do, and we have to let him go,
Does that mean there's room for someone else? Are you going to take in? Are you going to start auditioning for someone else?
No, we're not going to replace them at all. We're going to stay as a four-piece. Okay, there was only 4 in the Beatles.
That's very true. There's only 4 in lots of other bands like Bucks Fizz as well, but it didn't make them any good.
I think I've got a great band, and I think if the fans stay with us, go and see the tour, we'll be back with a #1 record, and it'll be business as usual, Kate.
Okay, look forward to it. Thanks very much indeed for sparing the time, Louis. Always a pleasure.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.